Everybody wants a scholarship, but let me tell you something most people won't tell you. By the time your child becomes a junior in high school, it may already be too late. Let that land for a second. I'm going to come back to it. I'm Coach K, and today we're not guessing, we're not hoping, we're building with purpose. Welcome to Keys to the Journey. Now, let's go back. Let's address the truth. The idea that 85% of scholarship athletes are pretty much discovered by the 10th grade is true. That number varies depending on the sport, though. But here's what is true across the board. Most recruiting pipelines begin identifying talent between 8th and 10th grade. Early exposure, youth development, and visibility matter way before your junior year. So, what does that mean for you as a parent? It means if you wait until high school to get serious with your child is already playing catch up. Youth and middle school years are not just for fun. They are the foundation years where habits are built, confidence is formed, skills are sharpened. You see, you don't prepare for the moment. You prepare before the moment ever arrives. That's when you do this. And before I forget, before we even go any deeper, I'm excited to welcome and introduce a partner that aligns perfectly with the mission of Keys to the Journey. Welcome, Young and Clutch. You can check them out at their website, Young and Clutch 2 with 2 O's, a T with 2 O's at the end. .com, youngandclutch2.com. This isn't just a brand, it's a mindset. They represent confidence, preparation, and rising to the moment before the spotlight even finds you. That's what we're here to teach. That's why this partnership makes sense. We're building prepared athletes. Back to the parents. When it comes to looking for coaching for your kid, please hear me carefully. Every coach is not a mentor. And every winning program, because they undefeated, is not building winners for the rest of life. Be careful of the coach out there that says, bring your kid to me. I'll make him a star. He'll be on a winning team, because he's just trying to stack teams. Real development is not about spotlight. It's about structure, discipline, and accountability. Let me say something even more bold. A stacked team that wins all the time at a young age can actually hurt development, because losing teaches resilience, leadership, humility, adaptation. Winning doesn't always teach that. Look at young Mike Tyson. Under Customato, Mike had discipline, structure, mentorship. 16 years old, in and out of jail, and Customato took him in and gave him those things to showcase and highlight and bring that skill set out of him. Now compare that to what happened later when the fame came under Don King. Flash, noise, distractions, jail, 2 different influences, 2 different outcomes. Understand this. When looking for coaching, a great coach builds the person, not just the player. Now, I want to address a comment that came in that said, Coach K, how do you recognize talent early? Let's talk about these early signs. Talent doesn't always scream out loud. Sometimes it whispers. It shows up as curiosity, natural coordination, competitive edge, and focus beyond their age. Look at some examples. Tiger Woods, introduced early to the golf game. Serena Williams, trained with purpose early on, never losing focus. She used her drive to train hard. Serena Williams said, I want to be the greatest tennis player. At age 9, she said that. So she trained like that, with purpose early. LeBron James, Gabby Douglas. I mean, there's so many stories that start early. I've seen it with my own family. My nephew, if you know me, Quentin Gauze.
Bishop Kearney sophomore Quentin Gauze is working to up his game. In the gym, on the field, and in his mind.
Not just all muscle, so you gotta be smart.
To this young man, football is a passion, but only part of a bigger picture.
I just want to be very successful in life. I want to help other people too while I'm going on in life. I want to go to the NFL. That's my goal. I want to go after the NFL. I want to do broadcasting journalism like that. So that's my big picture right there.
It takes a village: parents, mentors, structure, and exposure. Talent is the seed, but development is the water. Now, let's move into youth programs and exposure. Let me break it down. AAU, 7-on-7, travel teams, school sports, band, theater, music, extracurricular. This all matters. Why? Because it builds social emotional learning, SEL. That's confidence, communication, leadership, and adaptability. Early, we're talking about the grades between 7th and 10th grade. And here's a mistake I see, and this might ruffle some feathers, I don't know. Parents, coaches, locking kids into one sport year round. Even the weather system has 4 seasons. It's not the same the whole year. We are built for adjustments. The body, the mind, the soul has to adjust. What you're doing is you're not teaching new body parts, new muscles, new mentalities throughout the year. You're doing one sport year round. No breaks, no exploration, no balance. That's how kids get burnt out. They get boxed into one pathway too early. Let them explore, let them grow, let them learn. Exposure creates options. Options create opportunities. Now, another thing, let me get real for a second, because this is more on competition versus enjoyment. Is your child playing the sport, their instrument, whatever you got them doing, because they love it or because you love it? Are you living through your child? There's a difference between internal motivation and external pressure. One builds confidence, the other builds anxiety. And long term, that pressure can lead to burnout, mental stress, identity confusion. Let them love the game or whatever it is they do. Don't turn passion into pressure. If they lose the joy, then they'll eventually leave the journey. And we don't want that. That's no win for anybody. All right. The topic about recruiting websites came up. Let me give you the truth from my perspective. I want to clear everything up. Parents, stop spending money on recruiting platforms for your kids. You don't need subscriptions in middle school. College coaches are not recruiting based on a paid profile at age 12. What matters is development, film when age appropriate, real exposure, relationships. Don't get sold on false hope. You can't pay for development, you have to build it. That's my belief when it comes to the recruiting websites. You don't have to pay a dime. And if you get challenged or pressured to do so, please get out of that. Cancel your subscription, whatever it is, because it's not necessary. All right. Back to multi-sport versus single sport. I'm going to say it clearly. Multi-sport athletes win in the long run. Why? They hit different muscle groups, their game IQ across environments, and their adaptability. As I said earlier, single sport year round, not good. To me, it's a higher risk of injury, burnout, and limited skill set. College recruiters will tell you they respect versatility. Keep the options open. Don't trap your child in one lane when the highway is wide open. Don't do that, all right? What position should my child play? Another question that I got from the messages. In life, let me tell you something. Coaching, positions might change many times from youth development all the way up to college. Your child will have many coaches, sports, school, teachers, music, life, all that. But only a few will truly impact them forever. Think about the people that you know in your life that impact your life still, and you don't see them anymore. But what they did for you in a crucial moment was impact your life forever. That's why I believe teach kids multiple positions, because the game changes. And if they want to get on the field in college, sometimes they might have to adapt to another position. Versatility is power. The more they understand the game from different positions, different perspectives, more valuable they become. Don't get stuck one way or the other too early, whether it be positions, programs, coaching. Give them other options, okay? As I prepare to close, I want to shout out Young and Clutch again. And the website is Young and Clutch 2. That is TOO.com. YoungandClutch2.com. Go check them out. And of course, visit Keys to the Journey. This is bigger than sports. This is about building futures. Please take advantage. Let me leave you with this. This comes from the other book called Soar High, Dream Big. A child can be born an eagle. They can have all the vision, strength. They might have greatness built all inside of them. But if they're matched up with the wrong type of coach, if they're developed wrong, if they're in the wrong environment, if they're surrounded by wrong voices, they can grow up believing they're just a chicken. Don't let that happen to your child. See them, guide them, develop them. Because what they become starts with what they're exposed to early. As always, I'm Coach K, and I'm out.